Reoccurring problems with government spending actually pop up every couple of months now, with the recent partial government shutdown as a new precedent to how bad it's getting. Many Americans are left confused.
This isn't something that just sprung out randomly this year.
Troy University Assistant Professor of Economics Daniel Smith says that since 2002, government spending has increased 40%, and even solutions like the one that just passed to get the government up and running again do not solve the underlying issue. And if you're blaming all of this on just one party, you're just wasting your time.
This has been an ongoing concern, especially for economists.
And if you think that the rough estimate of $15 to $17 trillion of acquired debt is a lot, that's a dishonest figure according to Smith. He says that the actual U.S. debt is overwhelming.
Standard accounting procedures that they should be employing to account for our total debt is $211 trillion. What the current law is, let alone how a new piece of legislation affects what the current law is, it's so hard to account for all of those. And even the politicians themselves aren't reading these bills that they're passing. With the Federal Register that contains all the regulations, I think it's somewhere around 80,000 pages right now. It's just impossible for anyone to fully grasp.
The debate over the bill that recently ended the partial government shutdown was far more than just about Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act. Smith says that many voters cannot possibly comprehend everything attached to this bill, and to be honest, many political leaders cannot as well. So who does understand this?
Who knows what's in the bills? It's largely sections are highly influenced by special interest groups. So like pharmaceutical industry says, hey, we would recommend this wording. And they give it to a politician that they donate to, and that works its way into the bill. You tie together enough of those special interest group pages and you get a bill that's really complicated, hard to understand, and contradicts itself and increases spending drastically.
So according to Smith, the problem our country faces is that both parties are being heavily influenced by corporations that are mostly interested in benefiting themselves. In addition, if you look at the United States as a business, we spend a lot of our money on government-funded programs, and different Americans have their different preferences on which program they'd like to keep and which program they'd like to throw away.
Most people would support an abstract, let's cut government spending. However, when it comes to cutting the program that you support individually, everyone's like, well, cut other people's program, but not my program.
And to relate this to students, a contributing factor in the country's debt are student loans given out by the government.
Students being told, borrow, borrow, borrow for your education, borrow more, at really low interest rates provided by the government. Students are now realizing that when they come out the other side with all of this debt, that there aren't really great jobs there for them.
Someone has got to pay the bills, and right now the United States is finding it hard to find a clear solution to that problem. JUDSON, GARNER, Troy, Trojan Vision News.